Hi my fragrance friends, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today is the third part of my Middle Eastern collection. I am so sorry it took me this long to record it. I appreciate you, those who came back and held me accountable and say we're waiting. So thank you for that. It's because of you guys with the motivation. You guys give me the motivation to do this. So we're just gonna hop right in. There's about a few left. So I'm going to try and pace myself so this is not too long of a video. And there is one thing I really need to note. I did buy a lot of more perfumes since the last one that I did about a month ago. However, I didn't think it would be fair to stick those new items into this collection video because that was not kind of what the deal was when I shared my collection video with you in the first part. So I will do a separate video on the newer items to my Middle Eastern collection. Okay, Habibis, let's just jump right in and I'm just gonna grab from here. So the last item that we covered in the second part of the Middle Eastern collection video is the Modest Parfum by Afnan. And this is a dry rose patchouli. And this, I don't know how to feel about this. You have to really love patchouli for this, and it is really nice, and I couldn't find the notes anywhere online. And just to be very clear, this is the Femme version, not the one for males, because there's another one in the blue bottle for males. But on the package that it came in, it noted I think some kind of herbaceous note, patchouli and rose. So if you like dry patchouli smells, you like dry rose smells, this rose, actually I'm still smelling it in the air. One, it's very strong, at least for me. Not very strong, but like higher moderate scent. And the dry rose almost has a blue scent. I think it kind of makes sense why they chose blue for the bottle. This is definitely rose and patchouli dominant. So if you like those kind of dry patchouli scents, slightly herbaceous, I'm not sure what's giving it that, and definitely there's woods in here. You'll definitely want to give this a try, but for me, I'm not sure how much I feel about it. Okay, next one. We have Rare Tiffany by Afnan, and this one I found out from a perfume reviewer. Her name is Nisha, I believe, and I think her channel is called Spicy Looks, and she was talking about this in one of her videos. This, I really enjoy this scent. I'm trying to give you guys a good angle here. Oh, here you go. First of all, can we just talk about the blue bottle? Stunning. One of my favorite colors, and I just love the way this is, and I even love the top of the bottle. Just look at that. Isn't that stunning? So pretty. And it's plastic, even though it looks metal, but I don't care. It's affordable, and I think it's about $45. The last time I checked, about $45. Readily available, okay? Now, what's this smell like? Wow, this is this is so pretty. Ah, gosh, it's so pretty. Okay, so, gosh, this just, you know, even you don't need caffeine. You just need to smell really good perfumes. So I'm not going to give you every note again, but this is not a review. It's just a review of the collection. It's definitely ylang-ylang in here. You definitely get the sweetness of that. I believe there's some kind of toffee in here. I think there might be some white florals in the back, and there's definitely musk prominence. I get ylang-ylang, so that yellow florals. I get that musk. I definitely also get white florals as well. And I think there is a little bit of rose. Yeah, I'm definitely detecting. Wow, it's really strong. You can still smell it in the air. I'm definitely detecting some rose as well. And the caramel doesn't necessarily come off as like thick to me, like a thick caramel. It's coming more of just a sweetness, like a sugary sweetness. But I highly recommend this really beautiful floral musky scent with very decent projection and longevity. People pleaser. This is completely inoffensive. And when you spray this on your skin, give it a couple of minutes. There is a synthetic key opening to this one, but once you get past that synthetic key opening, totally worth it. And again, this is Rare Tiffany by Afnan, and I will list all the names down below. Okay, quickly moving along because we still have quite a bit to cover. This is another one new to YouTube. I haven't heard anybody mention this. This is my second bottle of it. This is Nabil, and it's just called Nabil. So the brand is called Nabil, but this is the signature one called Nabil. They have different ones as well. So this is Nabil. And this is, of course, obviously a Middle Eastern brand. And this is not a dupe of anything. This is just a very traditionally Middle Eastern scent. This is a beast, and I cannot express to you how much of a beast this is. You do not need that much, okay? And the reason why this is my second bottle is because I have one in New York as well, and it can come off overpowering. So this is the beauty in this is in the dry down. So after 15 minutes is where you really get the beauty of this one. So don't judge it right out of the bottle, but if you really like ethnic scents, I don't like that word, ethnic scents, or exotic scents, or you truly Middle Eastern scents, and you're looking for something completely different, I highly recommend Nabeel by Nabil, and it's sold on Amazon. And what is in here? Oh gosh, I really love this scent. And there's definitely bergamot on the opening, there is rose, there's definitely saffron in here. There's nothing that I have smelled like it. It's not a dupe for anything. It's just a purely Middle Eastern scent, and it brings back a lot of good memories because I had used this for years prior. And definitely you do not need more than maybe 3 to 4 sprays. This baby is a beast, okay? And I would recommend spraying this on your clothes. And when I sprayed it on the tester just to kind of test the longevity, I mean, I already knew, but just for the sake of this video, it stayed on the tester for over 72 hours to kind of give you an idea of just how powerful this is. Again, this is Nabeel by Nabil. Yeah, Nabeel by Nabil. I'm not making that up. And it's sold on Amazon, I think about $20 or $18. So if you like really Middle Eastern scents, you want something more exotic, something completely different, even though there's bergamot and rose and saffron and almost every other, first of all, there's tons of notes in here, but those are the ones that are prominently coming to my mind when I'm smelling it in the air. Maybe some kind of spicy note. They compose it so differently in here, even though it's common ingredients. This is an uncommon scent. Recommend this, highly recommend this. Do not spray more than 3-4, and give it 10 minutes before really judging it, because it is a very powerful perfume. Again, Nabeel by Nabil. Okay, the next one, I'm just going to say right off the bat, I don't recommend. This was a blind buy. This one is by Rihanah. This is Velvet Musk. I bought it because I fell in love with the bottle. I really, really appreciate the bottle, but the scent is a no-go for me. So I'm still deciding whether or not I want to keep it for the bottle or just declutter it. I'm not really sure how I feel about this. This is a very powerful musky floral. And here's the thing. It is a very pretty scent. I'm not going to spray it in the air. It has a very acetone, chemically, synthetic-y, musky scent, and I love musks, okay? But this is a very synthetic-y musk, and I don't mean like a Johnson & Johnson baby powder kind of musk. No, it is very synthetic-y, almost like acetone almost, and I don't enjoy it. And after maybe 15-20 minutes, it becomes more pleasant, but I have so many beautiful musks that it doesn't make sense for me to kind of struggle with this one. I hope that makes sense. And again, affordable Rihanah. This is Velvet Musk, but I don't recommend it. Okay, so I'm not gonna spend any time on that one. And the next one, even though I didn't do a specific review on this, I did mention this in how to belly dance with your perfume video. This is a highly underrated Middle Eastern perfume. And I definitely believe this needs more love here on the internet. And what am I talking about? This is Mohra by Lattafa. And this is, you need to bring the energy with this one, ladies. You know what, men can even wear this. Wear whatever you want. Oh, God, this is so beautiful. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This has rose in it. This has black pepper in it. There's labdanum in it. Labdanum is like this resiny, ambery kind of scent. So there's Cashmerian, I believe. Yeah, there's rose. There has to be some kind of like bergamot note in here as well. And so this is deep, dark, sexy rose, right? This is like, you can wear whatever you want, whenever you want. But if I had to recommend to wear this in the evening or later in the afternoon, this is an impressive scent. You can't bring shy energy while wearing this. You need to bring the confident energy with this. This is literally the scent of a femme fatale. Mohra by Lattafa. You get that, yeah, that labdanum, that rose prominently. Oh, you get that saffron, that rose, that resinous labdanum. stunning. This is absolutely stunning. And that bottle itself is just so seductive. This bottle with this little tassel, the black color, the beautiful big top. And yes, it's plastic, but who cares, right? And I think this one's a little bit more on the pricey side. I think it's about like $75 or thereabouts, but totally worth it. Again, Mohra by Lattafa. Stunning rose deep dark scent. And if you love rose, you love darker roses, you're gonna love this. Habibis, you're gonna love this. Okay. Next one up. I was put onto this by the perfume reviewer. I think his name is Sebastian. I think he's called the perfume guy. He's the one that wears the cap in his reviews. This is very similar to Replica by the Fireplace. This is, I really enjoy this scent. I really don't reach for it as much as I want to, but a couple of you had bought it on my recommendation and come back to my comments and let me know that you really, really enjoy this. And what am I talking about? This is Amir Al Oud by Lattafa. So Intense Oud, yeah, it's a long name. So Amir Al Oud, Intense Oud by Lattafa. And again, another affordable scent. I believe there's about 30, I'm sorry, if you hear noise in the back, it's my cat meowing at birds. I'm sorry. Okay, just please ignore it. So what is this? This is a vanilla healthy smoky scent. Those are the ones that prominently come out to me. Vanilla. Ooh, it's so pretty. Oh my god, it's I don't know why I don't wear this more often. Oh my god. Oh my god, it just made me smile. Oh my goodness. Vanilla. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just Baba. Shh. Please, I'm trying to focus. Thank you. Yes, so vanilla, you get that smokiness, you get the oud. This is long lasting. This is strong. In my opinion, you really don't need that much. I think less is more with this one. And I love the fact that it is affordable. I know Replica by the Fireplace. I wore that years ago and I really, really enjoyed it. But the oud kind of makes this stand out on its own. So to me, yes, it is kind of inspired by it, but because the oud kind of just makes it stand on its own. And I think there might be a nutty note in here too. I think there might be. But that vanilla and that sugar, oh yeah, there has to be sugar in here. Yeah, there has to be sugar in here. So it's sweet vanilla, smoky. This is unisex, easily for men and women, but for women you have to like more unisex leaning scents for this, but highly recommend it. So again, Amir Al Oud by Lattafa, and highly affordable. It's about like $30 on Amazon. Okay, and the next one, I haven't heard anybody on YouTube talk about, but I can understand why, because it is almost like a very synthetic-y smell, but I'll explain why I like it. This one is by Swiss Arabian. This one is called Faith Bloom. This is a bergamot rose musky scent. I really appreciate this one. And you can see I put a little bit of a dent in here. I kind of have to be in a specific mood for this because it is, this is not a dupe of that, but if I'm trying to explain how to describe this. By Stella McCartney, I think it's called Pop. It's the Stella McCartney in the bigger bottle with like the pink circle on the top. I think it's called Pop. And there's a tomato leaf note in the beginning that kind of gives it almost like a plasticky, toy plasticky scent in the beginning. It's not unpleasant. It's not. It's just, I'm trying to describe what that is. That kind of synthetic-y toy opening, this one kind of has something similar to that. I think it's that bergamot and that musk kind of giving it that synthetic-iness. Oh God, it's so pretty. It's so bright, but I love it. I love it. I love it. And this is a scent that literally just makes me happy. Okay, when I want to smile, I wear this, and there's something about this that transports me back to my childhood. This is, I know perfumes are very subjective, but for me, this is a very almost innocent kind of scent. Like I would just wear this with jeans and a t-shirt in the springtime when the sun is shining, and I want to smell good, but I don't want to do too much. I just want to smell light, airy, and rosy, and a little bit of musk and bright, like a bright rose, like a bright bergamoty rose, musk. But there is something synthetic-y. This is definitely not going to be for everybody. Oh my God, this is definitely a very happy smile in a bottle. And again, this is Faith Bloom by Swiss Arabian. And for me, when I want to smile, I will wear this. There's definitely that almost synthetic toy opening to this, but it makes me happy. And look at that pretty pink liquid in there. Okay, again, so Faith Bloom by Swiss Arabian. Affordable, obviously, I think this is under $40, and you can get it on the discounter websites. Okay, we only have a few more left. This one I have not heard anyone mention on the internet as well. This is from Abdul Samad Al Qureshi. Yeah, it's not on the bottle. Yeah, this is by Abdul Samad Al Qureshi. I just have a small one. This is a limited edition one. This is Body Musk Parfum. So this one, how do I feel about this? Abdul Samad Al Qureshi. First of all, I love him as a creator, but this one in particular, so for people who, okay, are sensitive to musks, I would recommend this. This is a skin scent. It is a musk scent. It is a watery musk scent, literally. It is exactly what the name implies, body musk. It's a very skin-like musk. And it's very watery compared to a lot of the Middle Eastern musks there are. But this is great for bedtime. This is great for bedtime, so I highly recommend it for that. I wouldn't recommend going out with this scent. First of all, I don't think anybody was smelling unless their nose was literally sniffing your skin, yeah? Abdul Samad Al Qureshi, awesome brand, but this one is definitely a bedtime scent, and I haven't heard anyone mention, and I think I might understand why, but I wear perfumes to bed, so I don't mind. I like to smell good at all times, morning, afternoon, evening, night, I don't care. So this is definitely a night one. That's why there's not really much of a dent here. So really nice. Body Musk again by Body Musk Parfum by Abdul Samad Al Qureshi. I'm going to put all the names down below, of course. So for a very light, watery musk, if you generally don't like musk, this might be a good one. But again, this is a limited edition one, so I don't know if you can really get this anywhere. So the next one is super popular on YouTube. I found out about this one by A Fragrant Glance. I'm sorry, I don't remember. I don't actually know her name. I don't think she ever really mentioned it, but I mentioned her in my last video as well. She put me onto a couple perfumes, and she put me onto this one. I had not heard of it before she had mentioned it. This is Jasmine Wisp by Rasasi. This is not Middle Eastern at all, so it's a Middle Eastern brand, but it's not a Middle Eastern scent profile at all. It opens up with a really strong passion fruit. There's coconut in it, but I don't really sense the coconut. This is just a really strong, to me, in my opinion. I definitely get some vanilla. You know what, let me spray it in because I'm going off my memory. Hold on. Yeah, this is really pretty. It's definitely mass appealing. Yeah, you get that passion fruit. I get a little bit of vanilla. Oh yeah, I definitely get vanilla. And I get amber more than anything. When I put it on my skin, it's predominantly just passion fruit and amber. And you will get compliments with this one, and this has higher moderate projection, and it does, I think, relatively last, and it is an inoffensive, mass-pleasing scent. But for some reason, I never gravitate to it, and I could not explain to you why, but it is such a pretty scent. For people who might not like complicated scents, I think you definitely would like this. And I like my simple scents, but some things just don't speak to your soul, but it is such a pretty scent. So again, passion fruit heavy, you get that vanilla. I don't really sense coconut. Maybe the coconut is what's giving it those rounder edges. Like I see shapes sometimes when I smell perfume. So maybe it's the roundness of the creaminess of the coconut that is kind of sharpening the edges of, or softening the edges rather, of the sharp pineapple, passion fruit. But on my skin, the amber comes out very prominently, and I love it. Yeah, it's great, and I highly recommend a great summer scent, but I wear summer scents even in the winter, so do whatever you want. But again, Jasmine Wisp by Rasasi, and I don't know why they put jasmine in the name. Yes, there is jasmine in the notes. Yes, there's some white florals in the notes, and maybe I can pick up some of the white florals in the background, but I don't pick up jasmine specifically. I hope that makes sense. So I definitely get white florals all the way in the background somewhere if you really kind of focus and you train your nose. But there's, I don't know, they should have just called this passion fruit wisp. I don't know, or passion fruit punch, because this is definitely not a wisp. It's definitely not a wisp. You can smell this. So again, Rasasi Jasmine Wisp, and we only have 3 more to cover. Oh, one thing I wanted to note, that I had a perfume here, but I had to give it away. It was Mohra by Lattafa. It's the bigger bottle with the gold horse head on the top. a quick review on that one. It is a vanilla oud scent. I'm not a fan of it, not at all. It is, I can see that working better on man skin. I think the oud might have been a little bit too much for me. I'm not really sure what it was. That just didn't speak to me. Of course, not everything speaks to everybody. Online, I said that it, like I think on the Amazon reviews that I said it was very sweet, and I can see the sweetness come from the vanilla, but the oud in that one, for some reason, I wasn't a fan of it. But I gave it away to somebody that appreciated it, so that is one thing that's obviously you wouldn't know because I didn't tell you, but I had it sitting in a corner over there, and it was the one with the horse head. That was from the brand, I believe it was Lattafa, I'm pretty sure, and it was called Mohra. So that one is not going to be mentioned here, but a quick review. It's a vanilla oud scent, supposedly sweet. I think there was fruits in it, but it was on my skin, or actually to my nose even if I sprayed it in the air, all I got was vanilla and oud. And I love vanilla oud scents because I obviously like intense oud, and that's kind of maybe what I was hoping for without, I was hoping for this composition without the smokiness, but for some reason it didn't appeal to me, and I wanted to keep it because of the horse head, because I love horses, but you know, it just didn't work out for me, so I gave it away. Okay, next one. I took off the wooden cap because it kept falling off, so it was really annoying, so it's somewhere over underneath here. This one is Ajmal by Lattafa. I really love the packaging on this one, so I'm just going to give you a second to really kind of look at this. Look at that. I love the design. It is a heavy gold bottle. You can feel the weight of it. Yeah, it's very heavy. It's like a gold brick kind of weight. And Ajmal, Lattafa. Okay. This one, okay. Okay. It's such a pretty scent, but for some reason, I don't really jive with it, but I don't dislike it. It is a rose vanilla scent, and from what I heard, I believe it is similar to Roses Vanille by Mancera. And in this, I don't think it's listed, but it smells almost like air, like cold mountain air. I don't know what it is. I don't remember what the notes are, but I don't know if it's maybe air is listed or something, but there is like almost a cold element, like I'm walking in woods or on a mountain with cold air, and it was snowing, like something's giving me cold air feeling. And I know in Roses Vanille by Mancera there is a water note in there, and I think there's also maybe some kind of lemony note in there. And for Roses Vanille, I know it is so popular, especially in Dubai. It's like one of the prominent scents of Dubai. Like every other woman smells like Roses Vanille, and it just doesn't jive with my nose. I don't know what it is. Something that agitates me. And I had it a couple of years, or more than a couple of years ago, and I had to give it up. And I thought maybe this one might have been a little different since it was inspired by it and not necessarily particularly a dupe. And I think just overall the DNA of Roses Vanille doesn't work well with my nose, because that water note in Roses Vanille by Mancera and the perceived cold mountain air note in here, I can't get with. But it is so pretty, and I know this is very popular. It is affordable. I think this is about $40 to $50. So if you like Roses Vanille, you're probably going to like this. If you like one, you're going to like the other, and I think you're going to like this. But for me, I don't know, I wore it a few times, but there's that coldness to it that I just can't get past, you know? So this is kind of may or may not be on the chopping blocks. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Yellow, let's move on. We got two more. Okay. Another one is Armaf, All You Need Is Love. The one that I showed, I think it was in my first Middle Eastern perfume collection. It was the female version of this. This was Armaf. That one was Armaf, All You Need Is Passion. This was Armaf, All You Need Is Love. This is for males. But I say wear what you want. And if you like unisex fragrances, chances are you're going to like this. And honestly, I don't remember what the notes are on this, but I'm going to tell you by my nose. Just remind myself what it is. I don't really wear it. It's sweet. There's something cold about it. I think there has to be vetiver in here. Oh yeah, I'm smelling vetiver. I don't know if it actually is vetiver in here. There's definitely fruits in here. There's sweetness, vetiver, maybe some kind of like slight bitter berry or something. Yeah, it's really, really pretty. Is there pineapple in it here? Is there pineapple or some kind of like tropical note in here? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's really, really nice. And on the skin, it smells really good. So this is like a sweet, woody scent. If you like unisex ladies, even though this is a male scent, if you like unisex scents, you're going to appreciate this. And for me, I like to mix Armaf All You Need Is Love with Armaf All You Need Is Passion. So the woman counterpart to this, the one in the pink that I showed in my first collection video, I like to mix this two. And because what I perceive as a vetiver note, I could be wrong because I'm just going off my nose here, because I don't obviously memorize all the notes. I put this one on the bottom and I've worn that one on the top, and it blends really well together, you know. So if you are into layering, I would suggest that you get this. This is affordable. I think it's about $45 as well. You can get this on Amazon. So you can mix that one because it's like a yellow floral, florally like sweet scent, and this has that kind of woodiness from the vetiver. They work really well together. So I had paired those together and it worked really well. But I really don't particularly reach for. I'm not going to grab it by the crap because I don't trust it right now. So yeah. All You Need Is Love. This is for men. I definitely recommend it for the men, but I also recommend it for the ladies that do enjoy unisex scents. And again, this is All You Need Is Love by Armaf, and I just love that black bottle. So pretty. And the last but definitely not least is another one I haven't seen here on YouTube, at least I don't think I have. This is by Swiss Arabian as well. This is Edge. I think this is original Edge. I think there's a Miss Edge. That's on my to get list. But this is original Edge by Swiss Arabian. You can see there's a little bit of a dent there. What is this? Okay, first of all, this is not going to be for everybody because there's a little bit of a synthetic-ness in the beginning. But I really enjoy the way this works on my skin and how it dries down. Yeah. So this is kind of almost... Obviously they smell nothing alike, but in a way they kind of do. That almost synthetic-y muskness that kind of reminds me of like an innocent day, a carefree day. Yeah, there's something carefree, like a carefree element to both of these. And I think it might be that synthetic musk that might be doing it. Or maybe the floral elements in here. I don't know what it is. So to me, this is a very strong, prominent floral. I think it might be yellow and white floral, but if I had to go with my nose, I would say prominently maybe yellow florals and musk. And this is a great white t-shirt out of the shower scent. You will get smelled with this. So for me, this has moderate to moderate projection. And I don't think you would want to overspray this because I think it actually could be a little irritating because of that synthetic musk in there. But there's something very carefree about this, just like the Faith Bloom by Swiss Arabian, that I really enjoy when I want to be in a carefree mindset. And I really enjoy this one. I really do, for me personally. And on the skin, on my skin, it becomes very pretty. Like a very pretty, everyday, no thinking, I'm running to the grocery store kind of pretty scent. And somebody would just say, oh, you smell nice, you know, nice. Like, this is one of those scents that nobody would stop you to ask, Habibi, what are you wearing? No, it's not that kind of scent. It's just more like, you know, like, oh, people would just tell you, like, you smell nice. Like, this is that kind of scent. Like, it's nothing that stands out or is mind-blowing. It is an inoffensive, you smell nice perfume. So if you like floral musky scents, I would recommend this. But if you have a sensitive nose, I would recommend staying away from this because there is almost this like youthful carefreeness, synthetic muskiness that might irritate you. But I personally, I love this. And again, this is Swiss Arabian by, this is Edge by Swiss Arabian. And again, with Swiss Arabian, for me, I just love their quality and how they work everything. And I am also just really happy that for the people who were showing support on the other previous 2 videos. I'm still newer to YouTube. I think it's about 5 months since I've been actually making videos, and I literally came out of nowhere. I don't have any social media. For my own personal life choice, it's just something I just stay away from social media. I'm a very private person, as you can tell, you know. And I was thinking, even because I know me being headless might agitate some people, but then I'm not going to be for you. It is a very Western concept. I just want to touch on this real quickly. It's a very Western concept of having to put everything out there, of having to show your face, or maybe this negative connotation that if you don't show your face, you're hiding something, or if you don't show your face, you're unattractive, or if you don't show your face, it's something negative going on in the background. But I believe that is a very Western concept. In other places in the world, privacy is the default. To not show your face is the default. To what is precious to you, you hide and you keep to yourself, for the most part. Not to say like I won't share, it's just I tend to be a very private person. There's no negative connotation to it. And I originally kept my head off camera. It was because for the privacy of my career, but then I really sat down and thought about it. So that might have been the original reason, but I'm a very private person by nature. That's why I'm not on social media. I don't have Instagram. I don't have TikTok, nor do I ever want to have one, for a TikTok ever. Maybe, who knows, right? But I personally would prefer not to have one. It's just not really my thing. So if maybe you think it's like a negative connotation that my head's not in camera, I mean, then I'm not going to be for you if you think it's something negative for it. But yeah, I just have to be myself and stay true to myself and not feel like I have to prove anything by having to put my face on camera to garner trust. There's a lot of us on YouTube that choose not to show our face, to choose not to share our identity for whatever reasons. For me, it's just privacy. And even without my career, even if I didn't have to worry about my career and I really thought about it, like really soul thought about it, I wouldn't do it because I don't even have Instagram. I don't have TikTok. It's not my drive. It's not my thing. Never has been. My own mother has begged me to be online, and it's not my thing. But yeah, so I for those of you who don't mind me being more private, and who are patient with me as I just figure this along, I want to say thank you. I appreciate you for just letting me be myself. I appreciate you for taking the time to listen to me and be patient with me while I learn how to explain perfumes. Even though I'm a lifelong lover of perfumes, I've never trained my nose to learn about it, and I never had anyone to talk to about this. So as it's like I'm learning to walk with you guys in a way with my words, because I've just enjoyed perfumes before. I never had to stop to think about how do I articulate this to someone? How do I elaborate this? How do I describe this? How do I give imagery of this perfume to people? So I appreciate you, those who are gracious enough to acknowledge me, gracious enough to support me, gracious enough to just be kind to me, and not take it offensive as an offensive thing or a negative thing that I choose to keep my face off camera, and rather just show my body, because I need to at least humanize myself in some way. That is why I chose to end up just putting my body in camera, is because I wanted to humanize myself in some way, so you were able to connect with me in some way, but at the same time still maintain my privacy that is very, very, very precious to me. And I will be doing my Middle Eastern haul hopefully by this weekend. I'm going to try my best to get it out to you. And I did not add those items here because I did not think those items would be fair to add there. So those are the items that I bought within the last month, collected in the last month, that I will do separately in a haul. So inshallah, I can do that maybe tomorrow. We'll see how that